actor turned politician and the chief of Tamilaga Vettri Kazhagam made his debut at a protest meet ever since he launched his party in February 2024. And when I say debut, it means this was his first protest meeting, as it were, and it seems like he has touched a raw nerve amongst the people of Tamil Nadu and thrown a direct challenge to both the Dravidian parties in the state. Even as former Chief Minister and Chief of AIADMK, Edappadi Palaniswamy, is on an extended tour of Tamil Nadu highlighting the corruption in the Dravidian Munnetra Kazhagam, the latter, of course, is increasing its membership by lakhs. Vijay's protest meet was focused solely on the custodial death of not only B. Ajit Kumar, but 24 other deaths as well. Training his gun squarely on Chief Minister Stalin, who had called to apologize to Ajit Kumar's mother and sister, Vijay said the DMK government, which was a mere advertisement government, has now become a sorry ma government. Listen in.
இந்த வெற்று விளம்பர மாடல் திமுக சர்க்கார் இப்ப சாரிமா மாடல் சர்க்காரா மாறிடுச்சு. இப்படி இருக்கிற இந்த இன்எபிலிட்டி கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த ஆட்சியை விட்டு போறதுக்குள்ள நீங்க செஞ்ச எல்லா தப்புக்கும் பரிகாரமா சட்டம் ஒழுங்க சரி செஞ்சே ஆகணும். இல்லனா மக்களோட மக்களா ஒன்னா நின்னு உங்களை சரி செய்ய வைப்போம். டிவிகே சார்பா அதுக்கு உண்டான அத்தனை போராட்டங்களும் எடுத்து நடத்தப்படும்.
Vijay pointed towards how the DMK government had transferred the case to CBI, which it did in the Ajit Kumar case, and said how the same government had earlier called the CBI a puppet, a caged parrot in the hands of the BJP and RSS. And now finally, the same party, that is DMK, and also the DMK government dependent on the CBI for justice.
ஜபராஜ் ஃபெனிக்ஸ் அந்த கேஸ் வந்து சிபிஐக்கு மாத்தனப்போ இது தமிழ்நாட்டோட காவல்துறைக்கு அவமானம்னு சொன்னீங்க. இன்னைக்கு நீங்க உத்தரவிட்டதுக்கு பேர் என்னங்க சார்? அதேதானே அன்னைக்கு நீங்க சொன்னதும் இன்னைக்கு நடக்கிறதும் அதேதானே, அதே சிபிஐ தானே? அதே சிபிஐ ஆர்எஸ்எஸ் பிஜேபியோட கைப்பாவையா தான் இருக்கு.
I said right in the beginning that Vijay's focus was solely on custodial death of Ajit Kumar and also custodial deaths so far. And somehow Vijay in this protest meet walked the talk and interacted with each of the 18 families who had lost one member to custodial torture between 2021 and 2025 during Tamil Nadu's DMK rule. And Vijay spent more than 10 minutes with every one of them while listening to their accounts and grievances privately behind closed doors. It is being reported. Many people said that there were many emotional scenes. Families broke down when Vijay spoke to them. At TVK's Chennai headquarters, Vijay offered legal and financial support and promised to end the injustice they had faced for years. At the meeting, the air rent with slogans seeking justice for those who had lost their life to custodial torture.
நீதி வேண்டும், நீதி வேண்டும். அஜித் குமாருக்கு நீதி வேண்டும். நீதி வேண்டும், நீதி வேண்டும். அனைவருக்கும் நீதி வேண்டும். நம்ம தளபதி படம் போட்ட வாகனங்கள் ரொம்ப பிடிச்சு போனதால அங்கங்க தடுத்து வைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய அவர்களுக்கும் சேர்த்து சொல்றோம் நீதி வேண்டும்.
What the crowds were saying was Needi Vendum in Tamil, which means we want justice, we want justice. We want justice for everyone. They of course also chanted slogans supporting Ajit Kumar. What is most important is that Vijay publicly announced that the Tamilaga Vettri Kazhagam shall bear all the legal expenses for cases related to these custodial deaths and pledge support for the families' petitions sending with the State Human Rights Commission and other legal forums. What is more, it is also being said that Vijay handed out financial assistance to all the 18 families during the event. I'm asking that even as his entry into politics was seen to be yet another actor trying his luck in Tamil Nadu politics, and how he lacks the political maturity to wade through the maze dominated by the true Dravidian parties with a singular focus on victims of custodial death, did Vijay Joseph give a serious challenge to the two major Dravidian parties. I shall go to the experts first. But you know, so far as trying to show him as an inexperienced greenhorn in politics, recently Kanimuri also spoke about it. Listen into that bite and then I go to the experts.
Tamilnadu வெற்றி பெற்றால் மட்டும் ஆட்சி மாத்திரம் வந்துறாரு. ஆனா பாவம் அவங்களுக்கு அரசியல் அனுபவம் கிடையாது. இன்னைக்கு திடீர்னு வந்து அரசியல்ல புடிச்சவங்களுக்கு அத பத்தி எது மாநில ஆட்சி எது ஒன்றியத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆட்சின்ற வித்தியாசம் கூட தெரியாம கேள்வி எல்லாம் கேட்டுட்டு இருப்பாங்க. அதை மக்களுக்கு எடுத்து சொல்லக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு, ஏன்னா இத்தனை நெருக்கடியும் தாண்டி தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு குரல் கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்றால், போராட வேண்டும் என்றால் அனுபவம் இருக்கணும். நம்முடைய முதலமைச்சரை போன்ற ஒரு நீண்ட அனுபவம்.
Let me now introduce you to the experts. S. Venkat Narayan sir, senior journalist, S. Muralidharan, senior political analyst, and Lieutenant Commodore Gokul Chandran, retired, who's also a very well-known political analyst. All of them have joined us. Vanakkam to all of you and a very warm welcome. But I just want to start with Gokul. Gokul, hi, good to see you. I mean, you are coming for debates from Tamil Nadu. You are an expert on Kerala. The more the merrier. I mean, why not? My question is, with this kind of crowd and singular focus on the custodial murder of B. Ajit Kumar, which this channel, I particularly, the South Indian, have been covering for almost 12 days. Do you think Vijay has thrown a major wager against these through Dravidian parties who are solely focused on you are corrupt, no, you are corrupt, dynastic politics, who's greater, who not great? I think Vijay with this protest meet stands up and stands out as someone who's bringing a new narrative to Tamil Nadu politics.
Hey, good evening, Sudha. Nice
Hi.
to be back in NEWS9. See, as far as Vijay is concerned, as you mentioned, for 12 days you discussed on this when this Ajit Kumar incident happened. And I would have appreciated if Vijay had taken up to the streets when that particular incident happened and the turmoil was going on. But today, if you see what has happened, the state government has given the case to CBI to bring out the truth. The truth is well known, but still to give out justice to Ajit Kumar's family, the case has been transferred to CBI. The brother of Mr. Ajit Kumar has been given a government job. The family has been given a land for them to build a house. So the injustice by everything has been met by now. So suddenly Mr. Vijay coming up to the streets and asking justice for Ajit Kumar. Now, what justice he is asking for? That is the first thing he should have explained. He, on a very sarcastical way, on a very just like a Hollywood cinema, he was asking for what sorry ma, we don't want sorry, such sarcastic
Here, but
things he
wait
was.
here, I think you came late to the party, Gokul. The thing is, he went to the victim's home. He met
he
with
went.
them.
I'm
He
talking
met with
about
them.
agitation
And
of
the point
which-
is, the way Stalin called up through a phone call to say
nothing wrong
to
with
the
that.
mother of Ajit Kumar and
Yeah,
brother Naveen,
nothing-
sorry ma, what
nothing-
has happened, we will take care of it. You know,
Yeah.
at the face of such a huge tragedy, that really looked very phony and fake. But again, my question
No.
remains not about politics, Gokul, but the narrative about this politics. Let me come back to you. Venkat Narayan sir, do you think Vijay yesterday really touched a raw nerve? And let me, you know, let's not forget Venkat sir, the kind of digs all the politicians have made against him. Stalin said that, you know, yesterday someone was born, he wants to be the chief minister. Politics is not about yesterday or today. Politics is for decades. Who are these people? You know, Kanimuri, of course, we heard what he said. Even Yadappadi Palaniswamy at one time, now he doesn't. But at one time said, oh, he's a minor, he doesn't know, politics is another game. He's doing what he can. But with this, Venkat Narayan sir, do you think he has now challenged the two giant of a Dravidian party, sir?
I think so, Sudha. It's very interesting that he collected all the relatives of all the 18 people who died in custody, while in custody during the past from 2021 onwards. And, he got them to his office and, he met each of the families for 10 minutes and he, gave them his sympathy, a patient hearing, and he undertook the challenge of going to the courts and fighting their cases for justice. His party, the TVK, will take care of all the expenses and so on. This is very interesting development. I don't think in this country any other party has undertaken a task like this except expressing sympathy or making statements and all that. It's very clear that Vijay is preparing the people of Tamil Nadu as well as his cadres for the elections which are due in March and April next year. And you see, he's a younger person who is projecting himself as a potential chief ministerial candidate. Stalin is 72, EPS is 71, and people are fed up with those people, the kind of government they have been providing and the charges of corruption, so on and so forth. And this guy declared himself, or his executive committee declared that he will be the chief ministerial candidate in the next election. And they gave him a free hand to pick and choose any alliance partners. And he made it clear, even if he accepts any people from other parties, he will be the chief ministerial candidate and so on. I think it's a very interesting development, and
Yes.
he's going about it in a very systematic fashion.
Absolutely.
He wants to recruit to 2 crores of people as volunteers or workers or whatever. I think, and you have elections happening in March, April. So, I would not dismiss him as somebody of no consequence.
Absolutely. And before I go to the other guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me play out Muka Stalin's call to Ajit's mother and brother. Then I go to S. Muralidharan.
ஹலோ
வணக்கம்மா. ரொம்ப சாரிம்மா, தைரியமா இருங்க. ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கேன். சீரியஸா ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கேன். என்ன பண்ணுமோ உங்களுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கோல் பண்ணி விட சொல்றேன். மந்திரி பார்த்து பாரு. தைரியமா இருக்குமா? தைரியமா இருக்கு. கூப்பிடாத பார்த்துச்சு. பார்த்துக்கலாம். தைரியமா இருக்கு.
ஹலோ
வணக்கம்மா. ரொம்ப சாரிம்மா, தைரியமா இருங்க. ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கேன். சீரியஸா ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கேன். என்ன பண்ணுமோ உங்களுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கோல் பண்ணி விட சொல்றேன். மந்திரி பார்த்து பாரு. தைரியமா இருக்குமா? தைரியமா இருக்கு. கூப்பிடாத பார்த்துச்சு. பார்த்துக்கலாம். தைரியமா இருக்கு.
And for those who've joined the show right now, in response to this sorry ma, which Chief Minister Muka Stalin is speaking on the phone, he's not there in person, it's through a phone. This is what Vijay said.
இந்த வெற்றி விளம்பர மாடல் திமுக சர்க்கார் இப்ப சாரிமா மாடல் சர்க்காரா மாறிடுச்சு. இப்படி இருக்கிற இந்த இன்எபிலிட்டி கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த ஆட்சியை விட்டு போறதுக்குள்ள நீங்க செஞ்ச எல்லா தப்புக்கும் பரிகாரமா சட்டம் ஒழுங்க சரி செஞ்சே ஆகணும். இல்லனா மக்களோட மக்களா ஒன்னா நின்னு உங்களை சரி செய்ய வைப்போம். டிவிகே சார்பா அதுக்கு உண்டான அத்தனை போராட்டங்களும் எடுத்து நடத்தப்படும்.
Muralidharan, I know that comparisons are odious, but then I remember MGR, who was actually a people's chief minister, who managed to see that, there were midday meals, who managed to see that poor people got food, poor children got food. I've met so many who said we grew up on the food that he gave us, those ragi balls and rice and everything. When you touch the raw nerve of the common person in Tamil Nadu and just do not stand on this kind of phone calls, everything, you somewhere have challenged the Dravidian parties, because that went out of the air decades ago, Muralidharan. Do you think Vijay managed to do that when he did this?
Yes, he did, Sudha. I think to start with, first of all,
when none of the party leaders had gone to meet the family of Ajit Kumar, he went there. So that was a shocker for all of them. I think probably he sensed the pulse of the people there and said, okay, this is something I'm going to do. I'm going to meet all the other victims. You know, he has selected only 24. In fact, in our records, it shows 31 people have died. So, you know, there are much more. But fantastic effort, taking them to the stage and, you know, addressing them, addressing the crowd. Though the speech was not great, because I don't think he was really, you know, somebody helped him to, you know, deliver that speech. It's around for some 6 minutes or so, I think he spoke. And rest of it was his other panelists, and they were not prepared. So there was no sting in that delivery of that speech. And but other than that, I think he hit the raw nerve, and he's you know, he's shaking it up. You know, I think the DMK is rattled now. I mean, I don't think this would have had this much impact if somebody else would have done it. But Vijay doing it with such fan following. I mean, all these cadre, they are all his, you know, movie fans. They don't see this as a, you know, political meeting or agenda, because there are a lot of people who are like, you know, when they interviewed said, you know, I just come here because my Talavar asked me to come. They didn't know why they were here. But I think that strength and I think the entire setting, you know, whatever which has happened, I mean, yesterday, I mean, that will go to prove that, you know, he has struck the chord, and he's a serious contender now. And I mean, if everybody is talking about him garnering close to some 10 to 15% vote share, and that could go up because of these. And but he needs to walk the talk. He should not stop with this, because it's a legal fight.
Yeah,
it's a legal fight.
agree. I totally agree with you. But you say meeting families of 18, you know, 18 members of that family, giving them some financial assistance to say that this is not just false promises I'm making, so that later when he gives them financial aid and legal aid, he's actually started the process, as it were. You know, Gokul, let me come to you. 7.2 crores is the estimated population of Tamil Nadu. 1.9 crores is the youth. Again, estimated. This is an approximation. Don't you think? I mean, today, if this is what Vijay is going to stand for, don't you think the youth of Tamil Nadu, given, yes, he's an actor, but we in Tamil Nadu have had a history of actors turning chief ministers. Don't you think? And we also, of course, had the late Vijay Kant, who had a lot of traction on the ground. Don't you think Vijay must have at least struck a chord amongst the youth in Tamil Nadu with this kind of a stand, that he stands for the disempowered, he stands for those who are tolerating a tragedy?
And no, Sudha, not at all. See, why I am saying this, the youth of Tamil Nadu are not fools. Why only last 4 years? If Vijay has to support all the lockup death cases, he should have gone back to the previous ADMK government. Why he has not done that? So this itself shows that it is a mere political show. He just want to oppose DMK, oppose the ruling party, and hence he put a cutoff year at 2021. Why not go beyond? Why not 2015, 2020? There are lots and lots of lockup deaths which are happening in Tamil Nadu during the DMK government, let it be the ADMK government. Since he is focusing on this 4 years, it clearly shows that it is all about politics and nothing. He doesn't have a empathy.
He also spoke about Santankulam. He spoke about Jairaj and Phoenix. You know, at that time DMK stood on a high pedestal and criticized.
That's what I am asking. Then why? Not only Jairaj and Phoenix, there are many cases more than
but
this
the case,
4 years.
No, that way you can go back to 1964 also, but that's not the point.
No, I don't want to go him to that
but I think he touched, but he touched a raw nerve. I mean, I think he just stood up and touched. Today when the DMK stands there, also having insulted, you know, the Congress president during a temple visit, and the AIADMK is still, you know, not doing what to do with the signing up with the BJP. I think he's a serious contender today. He's no more the small kid. You know, Mr. Venkat Narayan, let's look at it electorally. Yeah, Mr. Venkat Narayan, I want to ask you electorally, if this is true and if he keeps the momentum, much like what Muralidharan says, if he keeps the momentum, Do you think that he will majorly cut into the votes of the DMK, or you think that the AIADMK will also be impacted by Vijay?
Well, I think, you see, it won't be confined only to the DMK.
Yes, sir.
I think people who have tasted the governing style of the AIADMK as well as the DMK since 1967, when the Dravidian party DMK first came to office, you know, people getting cheesed off not only by DMK but the AIADMK. You know, here is a young fellow who is offering a new deal. He wants to clean up the political system in Tamil Nadu, and he wants to, serve the poor. This is something which MGR started, by doing a lot, which was followed by NTR later, midday meals and, toilets for people. Even Modi is doing that. All over the country, these policies are being pursued. So I think it's not just the youth, it's people at large. It is a fact that the Dalits and the low-caste people are being treated very badly. Its situation is pathetic in rural areas of Tamil Nadu. And I think Vijay, by taking up this case, is trying to reach out to the poor people, across the board, the silent majority. And I think, he will be able to create vibes. Of course, there have been instances of, let's say, Shivaji Ganeshan and Kamala Hassan having not had much success in politics, but you have MGR and Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu and NTR in Andhra Pradesh. And so I would not really dismiss him as somebody with no experience and he is irrelevant and all that. And, he took up this particular case of DMK since they came to office in 2021, because that is the ongoing thing. I mean, it's not being a
that is most
historical
relevant right
research.
now. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%, Venkat sir. Muralidharan, another thing is about the caste violence that sir was talking about just now. I totally agree. Every day there is a case, and I've been doing stories on it. Caste atrocities in schools, in colleges, I mean, you name it, in panchayat meetings, everywhere. Do you think Vijay has also the advantage of being almost a casteless person? I'm not saying that he may not stand for a particular caste, but the people are fed up because of this caste. Nothing happens. There is no Prevention of Atrocities Act 1973 which is ever applied. Stalin is supposed to meet this entire thing, the SC/ST group once a year in the month, this month, July. He hardly does it. VCK is not bothered. They keep talking about it. Nothing moves. The needle doesn't move. Does Vijay also have the advantage of being casteless here?
Yes, Sudha, I think, if you have been talking to Shalin, who's the activist,
Yes.
she would have, elaborated on this to you. And, you'll see that, Viduthalai Chiruthigal is in alliance with DMK and keep defending them in all these atrocities. Saying that it's nothing, one or two incidents, etc. And they do nothing, actually. Thamawalavan been a, Dalit leader for so many years, and he hardly did anything for Dalits. That's the point. So when Vijay takes up this cause, and the advantage is, like, most of those Dalit members are all Christians, right? So when Vijay takes up this issue as a front runner, or the caste, especially the Dalit atrocities in Tamil Nadu, and people are likely to listen to him. So that's one thing which really worries the DMK faction. One is the youngsters, and especially the Dalit set is very close to, the close followers of Vijay. So that's also likely to make a dent. So that's what they're more worried of. I don't think it's going to make too much of a dent in the ADMK faction, but DMK is literally rattled. And if you see, they've been targeting Edapadi for some time, and now their focus is completely turned towards attacking Vijay. So that shows that he has.
Yes, and the next few days, I've completely run out of time, but Gokul Chandran, my friend, next few days, the DMK's sole focus will be Vijay Joseph. wait and watch, because, and I'm happy that today two very senior peers of mine, Venkat Narayan as well as S. Muralidharan, have agreed. It's not that I hold a brief for Vijay at all, I don't even watch his movies, but there is one thing. In Tamil Nadu, you touch an emotional chord, it works. They will say he's our man, a people's person. You wait and watch that if he walks the talk, it will happen.